So Bernie Sanders has thrown a jab, if you will, at the establishment Democrats, who many people fault for the loss that occurred to the Democratic Party against Donald Trump, who has a worse disapproval rating than Hillary Clinton does. So they lost to a candidate with literally a lower approval rating. So here's what this is from The Observer. So they say Bernie Sanders finally blames establishment Dems for Trump victory. They say on February 2nd, Senator Bernie Sanders spoke at the 2017 Sister Giant Conference in Washington, D.C. In his speech, he voiced his harshest criticism of the Democratic establishment since his presidential campaign. This is what he said, quote, "Let me suggest to you, and some will disagree with me, and that's okay too. It's not, Bernie, it's not okay. Okay, but let me suggest to you that what happened on November 8th, Trump's victory was not a victory for Trump or his ideology. It was a gross political failure of the Democratic Party," said Sanders, who went on to explain his perspective on why Donald Trump won and where the Democratic Party has gone astray. He continues, this is what he says, "Let me also tell you something again where people may disagree with me. If you think everyone who voted for Donald Trump is a racist or a sexist or a homophobe, you would be dead wrong," he said. "Many of those folks, and I met them all over the country, are hardworking, decent people, but they are asking questions like, how does it happen I am working longer hours for lower wages? How does it happen that almost all of the new income and wealth in this country is going to the top 1%? How does it happen that as a single mother I cannot afford childcare for my baby? How does it happen that my kids will in all likelihood have a lower standard of living than I will, and they're leaving school deeply in debt? How does it happen that I'm working for $9 an hour and nobody gives a damn about whether or not I can put food on the table or pay my rent? How does it happen that the crooks on Wall Street destroy the economy, yet kids who smoke marijuana get prosecuted, but the CEOs on Wall Street who destroyed the lives of millions of people, not one prosecution of Wall Street executive? How does that happen?" All right, so he is pretty much fully putting them on blast right here. I mean, he goes off on a tangent. I don't know if I'd say a tangent, but because it's pretty relevant. But here's the thing, okay? And here's the logic there. There are by far more liberals in the country than there are conservatives as a result of a lot of immigrants, a lot of minorities, and of course people who are white, but they are liberal. So if that is the case, then the reason you lose is a failure to get those people to vote for you, to net the voters. So therefore, if there are more people than they have, but you simply cannot catch the vote, which we saw, that is on you.